Hello everyone, it's Dmitry Anoshin and Surfalytics, and this is introduction for the Model 2. The Model 2 is about databases. If you watch the Model 1, you learn about analytics, you learn about typical architecture for the data analytics solution, you probably understood how the organization used the data, why it's important, you learn about different data teams, types and sizes, you learn about Agile, how the teams operate, you learn about history, and you learn probably a lot of things. This definitely should help you and give you a big picture what you should expect from the data analytics and what's the expectation from different roles. Now we're actually moving towards technical world of data analytics. We'll start from databases. So the model number 2 is the databases, and the idea behind this model is to first for you to better understand what is database, what kind of databases exist. Then you will have enough hands-on with databases. Most important, we actually will learn structured query language, SQL. It is now obvious that relational databases with the SQL structured query language is everywhere. Every organization who is running data analytics, data warehouses, or data lake or lakehouse, those terms we actually will learn in the future models. They all rely on the SQL. The one thing you have to know, and I highlighted this in the roadmap for the data roles, the SQL, you should master the SQL, you should practice the SQL, you should understand it really well. And during the Model 2, we'll have enough SQL exercises. And if you did the exercise with spreadsheet, with Superstore, then you're trying to use spreadsheet to answer some business questions and build dashboard in spreadsheet. We'll try to answer the same questions, but using the SQL. You'll learn about key query patterns, the keywords, not many of them, like dozens words, but you need to manipulate them really well, because very often during the interview, and actually in Surfalytics we run the mock interviews, you have real world example or experience of the SQL mock interview. Then someone gave you the test on the notebook and you have to solve it without access to anything. You just need to type a notepad and trying to solve the simple problem. So you should think about SQL in your head. We'll have any question and you need to take pen and paper and write the SQL query. So this is expectations of the query, and it's not that complicated. You just need to practice. You just need to practice. We don't want to focus on any coding, lead code, anything. Just the common sense and the simple task to be able to practice the SQL. So during this model, we're actually gonna try the different databases. We'll try the SQL Server, the Postgres, MySQL. We'll try them on-premise. We'll try them in Docker container. That's why the Model 0 we start with Docker. It's a very rare case that you will deploy database in Docker. It's a very good opportunity for us to exercise the Docker one more time. And we also will deploy the database in the cloud. As a project for this model, we'll create the small BI solution where we have our database in the cloud. We'll push our data, Superstore dataset in this database, and then we'll take free BI tool. We can use the Google Data Studio, we can use something else. We will try to access our cloud database and write the SQL to answer the business questions and create the dashboards. So this is actually what the data analysts or BI developers do in their day-to-day job. They work with data, they interact with databases, and probably in many cases, as a data analyst or the BI engineer, you don't need to deploy the database, but it's not that complicated. I always believe that if you understand the full process end-to-end, at least like high level, it gives you competitive advantage for the interview, it gives you competitive advantage to do your work faster and better. That's why I was trying to give attention to the details. So if you create the database, I don't want that you have some random database or console that you can submit the query without understanding what is it and how does it work. I want that you first create the database, push the data in the database, and then practice with this. Okay, I hope you will enjoy the Model 2. See you later, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video.